Hey guys. Guys, I wanted to come and do a live because there is actually, I saw a video because I've seen a lot of videos today. There's just some crazy, crazy things that's going on. And I don't have a lot of memory on my phone. So I just decided I would come in here and kind of do it this way and make a video this way instead of doing all that video. So what I want us to do, it's not going to be a long live, but I want us to take a listen to a video that's straight out of context, and I'm gonna put that in the description so the replay crew can go and watch her whole video, because I don't want to take from her video. I just want to talk about these screen recordings that Barbara Ann had put on her last video. So guys, I'm gonna bring that on up. Let's see. That way we can listen to these parts. All right. So guys, go take a look. Go take a look at Straight Outta Context. Please, please, please go support her.
That's disgusting to think that people choose
You're not
that
going to
life.
sit here and twist everything I have to say.
What did that mean? What did that mean? You're trying to say that Gypsy chose to live the life she lived from 3.5 months old? She chose that, right? That's what you're saying?
I'm saying she chose murder because it was a fantasy for her.
No, that was a fantasy for Nick, sweetheart. Prove that it was a fantasy for her. Prove it. Prove it. I can prove it that it was for Nick right now.
I hate this because Bree always says, I can prove this. I can prove this. But have we ever really seen any of the receipts that Bree has brought to the table?
Actually, y'all ready? Y'all listening?
I'm next to a dead body. Who gets
what?
off on that? That's a fantasy.
She did not. You fucking ignorant. Okay,
right across
I'm
the
not doing
room
this
from
right
it.
here.
Yes, she did.
The usual suspects are in on this live, as we can see.
She did in the next room. And you think she wanted to do that? I'm about to prove.
And it's also proven that they did do something right beside of her mother in her mother's bedroom after her mother was deleted.
Okay, this is what I mean. You came into this, what, 4 months ago? Girl, you don't know shit. Go away.
I don't like you. Shut up. Go away.
Like, what the fuck is that? You've only been here for 4 months. Shut up and go away. Audrey is welcome wherever the fuck she chooses to go, including the true crime community, if that's where she chooses to partake. What is it with these middle-aged, grown-ass women trying to tell other women what they can and cannot do? Trying to control their thoughts, their feelings, their opinions, their critiques, their emotions. My favorite, though, is always Quiche, because she's always just sitting there just listening like, whatever. I'm just going to let people talk their bullshit. But what's not ironic or coincidental is that anybody that ever opens up their platform for Bree to come on and to talk about the case or to show things that she really wants to show, to prove why she thinks the way she thinks, she just does nothing but resort to below the belt attacks. Okay, under fair use and copyright law, I am going to finish the rest of the couple minutes and let you listen.
Anyways, Keish, I'll talk to you. I'm not talking to this ignorant motherfucker. I'm sorry, but she did not have sex next to a dead person, and she tried to get out of it that night. Would you like me to?
And no, she never did try to get out of it. No, she didn't. It is in the FOIAs. So I don't, and all Bree can do is have an ugly mouth, talk crap, and try to call names. What is name calling? You can't talk to someone without actually name calling. You can't have a discussion.
See that text? Want to see that text message? When she tried to get out of that, she didn't want to do that, and the only reason she had sex with him is because Nick said that was the only way that he would do it.
And that's not true. And I would love to see what evidence she has, because there isn't any. Because the FOIAs have actually been out. There isn't any. And not only that, Nick said he couldn't even perform.
Because he wanted to grape her mother?
He did not say that was the only way.
What, he
Stop.
didn't? He didn't?
No,
Would you like,
no.
this is crazy. You don't know anything, girl. I don't even know why you're in this community because you don't know shit.
Okay.
You don't. I've proven this shit before. I've also proven, I'm gonna let you get this video unless you have to go, you know, because that's what I usually do. This video where Nick literally says that he hoped that Gypsy would explore his dark side with him. That was his fantasy, sweetheart, not hers.
Well, she actually manipulated him into having this dark side. If you guys can remember, she had the dark side. And actually, Dan said that she was sending him this content of her using everyday toothbrushes to fulfill her fantasies.
So you can go ahead and sit
Dan
down because you don't know shit.
that fantasy prior to Nick.
No,
But I
wait, he
guess
did? No. Actually,
everybody
there's proof
other
that
than
Nick
Gypsy
did the
is
same
lying.
thing with another girl that he did with her, except for this murder. There's proof of that. You want to see that?
There's proof of her wanting Dan to
I think that she's talking about Dawn is who she's talking about in this one.
do freaky
No.
shit with her.
That's not what it said though. It said,
Okay.
wait, it didn't. It did. You saying okay and not even letting me show you.
Show me.
Like that's the thing. Do you know that there's nothing wrong with BDSM? What Nick was into is called sadism. Okay, sadism. He wanted it to be real. You want me to prove that too?
Yeah.
Did I,
You see, why don't you
say
dig
that
a little
there
bit further? I did
was
research
anything
on this
wrong
for
with
2
BDSM?
years.
I'm not kink shaming.
What? You are king shaming.
I said I never said there was any. No,
Wait,
I'm
there
not.
is something wrong with sadism. So you don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to have sex with a dead person?
He said he did not want to have sex with a dead person.
What?
And it's called necrophiliac, you dipshit.
Oh yeah. Wait.
And he actually said in his interrogation that he was not into this. If you remember, he said in his interrogation that he said what it was called, and he said that he was not into it.
No, but no shit. Who said it wasn't called that? I'm not. Sadism isn't that. You don't know what sadism is? Why don't you look it up? I wasn't saying that's what it's called, dipshit. So you sound real dumb thinking that you corrected me on something when you're not. That's for one. And for two, Nick thought about it even right after the crime doing it. You want me to show you on his own court documents? Would you like me to show you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, perfect.
Proceed to the root.
You shouldn't speak so quickly without making sure you know what you're talking about, because like
Like you did last night whenever you claimed I said she was on prenatal vitamins as a child.
No,
So
you
let's
said
not go there.
you said that sounds like medications that she took as a child. That's what you said.
And I named the two medications. The
No, you didn't.
And,
And even if you did two medications, you think just
I've done replayed the shit for
heartburn and
everybody.
constipation medicine, that's normal. That's normal medicine. So you sounded ignorant saying it.
She wasn't pregnant in that scene, so you sounded ignorant.
Actually, in the scene with her purse, Gypsy was taking prenatal vitamins way before she got pregnant. Many people do.
This right here. I don't care about that.
Girl, I have literally walked long distances with Gypsy. She walked at Disney World or Universal.
So here they're talking about Gypsy's atrophy of her legs. And we know that is true, that she does have atrophy because she didn't use them. She didn't, but they could not believe in the medical records that she didn't use them. I'm trying to get kind of past Audrey because I want you to see this thing with Bree and Keish.
Wherever the fuck she went. Like, are you serious? You're trying to claim that Gypsy can't walk?
When she was in court.
So she can't.
She limped to the.
She can't. You never limped before in your life? You never limped before? You never hurt your leg and limped? You know when she was in prison? You know what happened to her?
Oh my God,
A desk
the
fell on her foot.
excuses.
What do you mean? Oh my goodness, you sound ignorant. Because she limped a desk, she still has the bruise. She still has like a permanent bruise. You know, sometimes when you hurt yourself, it'll be that bad. Like it's like, I don't know what it's called, but on her foot, she dropped a huge ass, heavy ass desk on her foot while she was in prison.
That's interesting because she said, "Oh, it's a blister. That's why I was walking like that."
Yeah, she does say.
Okay, then why'd you even question it? I'm saying while she was in prison, that happened. Gypsy, what the fuck she was limping for in court? Do you think
Use
I
the right
asked
lane to take exit 145.
Do you think I ask you stupid questions like that?
Right.
I was
I don't know.
naming
Your
something
best
that I
friends
know
would
she
think,
was
I
that
ate some
happened to
royal
her.
mashed potatoes and Cinderella's castle.
Oh, you see, I'm not okay. I'm not gonna show you shit. You're fucking disgusting.
And isn't it funny how she'll want to turn around and I'm not going to show you shit? That's because you don't have anything, Bree. You don't have anything.
Thing, and you have a child that has disabilities. You're sick. The fact that you have a child with disabilities,
Bree,
you're
don't
fucking
bring
sick.
up the child. Come on. We don't need to get
Okay, well,
personal.
tell her, get her the fuck off. I'm not going to show you this paper. I'm done with this. This is why I don't talk to her. She came here
You
4
can
months
drop
ago.
me,
She doesn't know shit about shit. She doesn't know shit about shit. Keish, you've been here for over a year. Where was she? Nowhere. She read the email. She doesn't know shit. So why are you speaking on someone you don't know shit about? So get the fuck off the panel. Like, I'm not
My
doing
son's
this
in
with her
my
here.
car
But
with me, and for you to talk about him shows what a horrible fucking
I'm not
person
speaking
you
about
are,
him. I'm
Bree.
speaking about
And
you,
I wish
honey.
the
Don't
worst of
twist
the
it. I'm
worst
speaking about
on
you.
you.
I'm speaking about
At the
you.
stop
You
sign,
always bring it up.
use the
You
right
use
lane
it as a
to turn
weapon.
onto West
I'm
No,
talking
you
about
brought
you.
up my
I'm
son.
talking about you.
And why does Keish just keep staying quiet? Why doesn't she talk? Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
I'm talking about you. I'm just gonna like
low-down bitch
la.
brought
Okay,
up
I'm
my
just
son.
gonna turn the volume down until she gets off so I can't hear her.
Such a baby.
Keish, if you would like,
I'm
you can drop
sorry.
me because I'm going to end up going off on this bitch bringing up my
Okay.
kid.
All right, I
All
understand.
right, have a good
Sorry
day,
that
guys.
Turn right.
It
Then
doesn't
turn
need to
right
get.
onto Shallows
okay.
It
Road.
doesn't need to get personal over. I'm sorry. It just doesn't. Like, we're just discussing the crime and like what happened before and after. It doesn't have to. We don't need to bring up people's children and shit like that.
She speaking about her child, not me. I was speaking about her when I said that. She always
No. Bree always has to go low. She always has to hit under the belt. She doesn't have any receipts. So that's the way she fights with people. Is she fights under the belt because she doesn't have anything.
brings that up, which is kind of sad considering the situation. Like, you say these things and that's disgusting. It is. It's disgusting that she like about the seizure medication. People that children have seizures, they have to take seizure medication. For them to see in a record that Gypsy went into the hospital multiple times and she had none of that in her system, like, which is why a doctor put at the end of that one document, strong possibility of Munchausen by proxy.
And there was also a doctor that put in there that they thought that Gypsy was malingering because she was in the room with the doctor by herself and she was not participating in the test like she was supposed to. She was lying on purpose.
It was because of that. It was because of her saying she had muscular dystrophy, even though she had spoken to her pediatrician. It was multiple things. That was a red flag. So people out here who have children
How long
who
was
take seizure
it
medication.
documented? How long was it documented that she was prescribed?
Almost
seizure medication?
nearly like since she was. This was even before when she lived in Louisiana, all through her life. And there's
But
multiple
she
times when
said that she doesn't remember having to take seizure medication.
Yeah, she doesn't remember ever having a seizure, and she never had one after. So,
but what is so funny is she told Nick that she had a seizure when she was in the hospital having a surgery, and she lost feeling in her leg when that happened. And do you remember when she was first arrested and in county jail, she was telling her dad that she was going to be able to get her medication for her seizures, even telling her dad how much it was going to cost.
okay, the fact that in the medical records, they were never able to do any kind of test where it proved that she had seizures. That's for one. For two, almost throughout the whole entire records, it never has her Tegretol levels. They never, which is why it was a red flag for that doctor. That's the doctor that they interviewed that he said he wishes he would have reported, but he just put that in his records, like the strong possibility of Munchausen by proxy. Like that. Do you know how dangerous it is not to take seizure medication when you own it? It's so dangerous. The fact that Gypsy didn't always have it in her system, like, so for someone with seizures, that would be detrimental to them. But somebody without them, like her mom used her medication, you could tell by what she was getting and how much she was getting of it, and what the side effects, would you mix those together? and it lines up. I mean, it's such a complex thing. That's the reason when I get on here, I feel like I'm never able to have conversations with people, because you see how like I wanted to find one thing and then 10 other things came at me. Like, it's frustrating when I'm trying to find something and then you have 10 other things because you want to divert from what I'm talking about.
Let's start with what.
Well, I want to find this one. I want to find this thing first. Well, go ahead. You can talk.
I want to see where, because you said that Dee Dee knew at birth that Gypsy had a chromosome disorder. Oh, damn.
That's nothing.
No,
like
she I like the way she talks about
you like the way just because you like the way somebody talks about it, even though like I have showed the way that she's misquoted
no, I
things.
mean,
like,
I agree with the way she talks about the kid.
Right. But you agree based on what though? Like here's all these records, you see all of those? Like, you know what Becca Scoops has? About this much. About that much. But y'all listen to her, but y'all won't listen to me.
No, we don't listen to you, Bree, because what kind of medical, did you ever go to school for medical? Did you even graduate high school? I don't know. I mean, you're just not very smart whenever it comes to things like this. And not only that, she's biased. She is Gypsy's friend. She goes out and gets drunk with Gypsy. So she has a reason to take Gypsy's side.
Well, what are we supposed to be listening to? Because at the end of the day, Gypsy unalived her mom.
Okay, so why do we talk about that?
Get around
exactly.
there.
Okay, so why talk about it all then? If that's what you think, if you think at the end of the day that's what she did, then why ask questions?
No, because that's the debate. Is what to the crime?
Right, but just now you said at the end of the day.
I find interesting.
Right, but you said at the end of the day she did that.
That's what she did.
Right, and let's just say Gypsy wouldn't have unallowed. Like, if we would have found out, if we would have known about it, I don't know, who knows? Probably. What if Gypsy would have died? I wonder how y'all would be thinking, like, about her mother.
Her mother never put anything inside of her, such as medications or anything like that, to make Gypsy sick. Never. And after Gypsy was diagnosed with this chromosome disorder, guess what? She didn't go to the doctor like she did before she was diagnosed.
But
she did it, so we can't think that.
I know. We should have just waited to see.
Walk out
right?
the house and
I know. We should have just waited, right? We should have just waited to see if she did die, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it would have happened, but that's just my opinion.
You think her mom spent her mom spent
I'm okay to my own opinions.
Okay, you are, but that's fine. Chief, I'm not saying that you can't. So her mom spent Gypsy's entire life telling people she wasn't gonna live past a certain age for like just to say like, oops, I lied. You think she was just gonna do that? Oops, I lied.
I don't know what Dee Dee was saying because
nobody ever said that Dee Dee was a perfect mother. Nobody's ever said that. But for some reason, everybody's celebrating Rod for being a deadbeat father. Maybe if Rod was in the picture and actually paid his child support and helped take care of his daughter, maybe Dee Dee wouldn't have to scam so much as she did.
I mean, there's a lot of people said that. She was known in the community. It's not like she wasn't. She had it.
And she told multiple people that. Exactly. Even better. I'm so glad you said that. So she wasn't just isolating herself too, and nobody could say what Dee Dee said, right? So if 10 people said the same thing that Dee Dee said, if 10 people said Dee Dee said this, it's more than likely true, right? Because 10 people said it. If all these people said that she said Gypsy wasn't going to live past a certain age, why would she say something like that? And then like her con would have caught up with her if that was the case. If she wasn't going to actually do anything, or if nothing was, she wasn't going to keep Gypsy in that position. Why would she? When did she think she was going to let Gypsy finally live?
Oh, I don't know, because she did it unalive her for almost 24 years.
Yeah, because that's her mom. It's her mom. So it was hard. It was.
I'm saying Dee Dee didn't unalive her daughter.
I'm not talking. You think no, I said that's, oh my God, Keish. Like what I'm saying is, how long do you think Gypsy When do you think Gypsy's mom is going to let her get out the house, go out the house on her own and live her own life?
Gypsy was an adult. She was an adult. Her mother kicked her out and she wouldn't leave. She was almost 24 years old. Baby, leave. You've already been in the household for way too long. You can leave when you're 18 years old. There was nothing keeping her in that house. Nothing but laziness. Because Gypsy didn't want to get a job, just like she doesn't want to get a job right now. She's lazy. And she's always got to find someone to put the blame on.
Well, I think that's a big motivation to what she did. I think that's, she felt, that was her way out. Like, I don't deny that.
Right. So,
okay, Keish, no. I would have thought that you would have known this more. She could have walked her little happy self right out that door. But I think she wanted more. I really think that she wanted the house. She wanted the money that her mother had. She didn't want to work.
you well, I'm glad that you don't, because what I'm trying to say is, like, you're being logical right now, whereas most people that I speak to, the reason you say I'm also not screaming, I'm not yelling. I mean, I'm a loud person, so I'm going to be loud. But you see why? Because you're able to acknowledge that. We don't have to agree on how she got out.
No, it's because she's agreeing with Bree. She's letting Bree have her little narrative. Because if you say something Bree doesn't agree with, or you say something against Gypsy, Bree's going to go off the rails.
Which I do actually agree with you that she shouldn't have done that. But what led to that is she didn't just like one day
that, her medical history is very sketchy, and yeah, it sucks. Like, being a mother, I wouldn't do that to my child. But
thank you for saying that. That's just it. We don't have to agree on everything, but I don't think people realize how crucial it is to not say the things they say when it's regarding this case, because you never know who is watching this. You never know who is going through what Gypsy went through. And no, they shouldn't do that to get out. They shouldn't. But
it's awfully funny, guys. It's awfully funny. That's it. The way that Bree brings all of this up. She's saying that Keish used logic. Ryan, you feel bad for Bree? I just can't feel bad for Bree. I know that probably sounds just horrible for me to say, but I just can't feel sorry for Bree. There's just no way. If she cannot see what she's actually done. Gypsy could have left when she was 18. And I just don't understand. And not only that. Yes, Kathleen is so right. Bree is her mouthpiece. And if you ever notice, if Gypsy wants to get back at somebody or do something, she's going to let somebody else do it for her so she can keep her hands clean. And that's what she does all the time. And yeah, Ryan, I do think she's desperate. She thinks Gypsy's such a con artist. And a lot of these manipulating people, each one of them has a mask for the different people that they come in contact with. And I think for Bree, I don't know. I just think it's really bad. Because I would love to see some of these receipts Bree has. That would change our mind. But she can't come on a channel and just talk normally. Because she thinks that everyone has got to think just like her. And we don't do that. Yeah, Bree, I think she is a con artist herself. Hey, Aunt Anna, what are you saying? It's Ken and GRB getting online, making weird hand signals to teens. That bothers me too. And I tell you what bothers me is how many children have already tried to take out, or they have successfully taken out their parents. There was that little girl in Mississippi that actually took her mama out. And I just think, what kind of civilization are we living in when we're putting someone like Gypsy Rose Blanchard up on a pedestal? She should not be put up on a pedestal at all. She should be, really and truly, she should feel embarrassed for doing what she's done. She really should be embarrassed. But it just seems like anything that you say about Gypsy, she's never embarrassed. Nothing embarrasses her. And I don't understand. It makes no sense. And when you have her on TikTok and she's getting all of these gifts, she goes on Cameo and they're putting her up like she's a celebrity. She's not a celebrity at all. That's almost like letting your children watch Manson. That's what it's like. I mean, I don't understand. Yeah. Ryan is something really weird in my opinion. Ryan is losing it. Ryan is really losing it. Yes, Aunt Edna, she has no conscience, no empathy. If she wants something, she wants it to be given to her right now, right here, right now. And I think that's why she probably called Ryan 8 different times, is because Ken has not given her that ring. And that's what she's so upset about, is because Ken has not given her that ring, and she wants that ring right now. And I just think it's sad. And guys, this morning, whenever I woke up, I was getting ready for my day, and whenever it came up that they were live, and whenever Gypsy was talking all this crap about her mother, she just keeps on and on. She keeps victimizing her mother. There's not a day that goes by. And I think, for me, she has not paid for her crime. Because when she got out there and she wanted to say that she does not identify as a murderer, baby, you are. You are. That you're the picture of murder. And I don't understand it. That's when people started losing everything for her. And I just don't think she'll ever understand how deeply what she did was bad. Well, maybe when her daughter, if there is a baby and that baby gets to be that old, that might be her karma. That could be her biggest karma, is her babies. But for her to go on to People magazine and have 2 articles in one day trying to get what she wants, I think it's just pitiful. But guys, like I said, this was just going to be a short live. I wanted to show you this. Go over and see Barbara Ann. I got that video from her. She had some really, I just wanted you guys to see the ending. I kind of wished Keish would say something. I don't understand why she just sits there and don't say anything. I mean, I don't know what side she sits on. It's just so weird to me. But guys, I love you guys. I will talk to you soon in the next video. I just wanted to bring this to you. I didn't have enough. I need to clean out some of the space on my phone so I can do longer videos. But I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon, guys.